Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Tulane's will get the first crack on offense today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down. So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. He's running out of time here. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Second down after that previous play. We'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's escaping the pocket now. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here comes a handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. Now play number 9 on this drive.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
play call here on second down for this offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The punt team making their way on the field. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. So the UCLA Bruins offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Good job of picking up some big yards for the first down by UCLA. And Chris, well, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
It's a first down here by this UCLA offense. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver to be able to get those yards and keep the sticks moving. Good job also of just feeling the defense's coverage and making a quick decision to get that ball out.
The Bruins lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And they'll use the ground game here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Grab behind the line. It's DeMarco. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Bruins are in the red zone now. Looking for a gap. It's DeMarco. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll run it here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And they grab the early lead. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And it's UCLA on top here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Bruins offense back out on the field. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made on the left side. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's got it, enough for a first down. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. Pass midfield. The 30. Past the 20. Takes the... So, touchdown, Tulane. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Well, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. First down and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
He'll hand it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. A quick throw out left, complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Coverage team brings down the returner. The offense now operating in empty. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Trying to find some room. It's DeMarco. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Makes a quick grab. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Bruins will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down, we're going to throw the football. And he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught. Second down now. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. Snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on second down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs. One more play before they head to the locker room.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think that
catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half. And they get set now to try the PAT.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Receiver in motion now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
The offense really clicking here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's DeMarco. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. It's second down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. It's third down after that run. Can he get there on the ground? Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you've got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Trying to extend the play. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and a 3. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend to get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense of having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Play action here on 1st down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. 1st down and 10.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And the defense brings him down.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
This one will be fair caught. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Cut quickly.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff heading left. Jukes to get free. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
A quick juke. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Tackled there by the defense. And it's UCLA with the lead. They're sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. talk about it. Now we begin the quarter. The offense set up 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he's tackled down to the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. Good enough for the first down at the 37.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
It's a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go on 4th down. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the... It is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
We're trying to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Throws it to the right. Makes the catch downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the defense will use a timeout here to talk things over. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Bringing pressure. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Now it's 2nd down here.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this game. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk,